Hello, and welcome back to the 19th episode of the Regions Pod.
Woo!
Woo! Here we are again. They grow up so fast.
They do.
Oh, well, here we are, James.
Here we are.
How are you?
How am I? I'm good.
Yeah?
I am good. Yeah, it's scary because we're near the end of our Regions journey.
We are.
And it's kind of happening very, very quickly. But I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. For reference, it's currently 3 minutes past 7
Yeah.
on a Saturday evening.
Yeah.
And I've had a good day. Football was cancelled this morning, bit gutting.
Devastating.
The rain's putting us off again.
Rain, go away.
Rain, go away. But I finished my paper on Revelation 11.
Good.
Submitted that. It's probably no good, but at least it's submitted.
No, believe in yourself a little bit.
Wow, it's submitted. So I feel like that's a monumental time in the life of a student.
Yeah.
Having enough confidence in yourself that, well, whatever it's like, it's gone.
You win some, you lose some.
And some you draw. Hello, Gary Neville. Have you seen that video?
Life's like a game of football.
That is so funny.
It's great.
Hi Rebecca, you okay? It's Gary Neville here. You'd be gutted.
The last person you want picking up your phone call.
You'd be gutted. I think life's like...
I don't like phone calls at the best of times, so imagine...
I love a phone call.
No,
I do. I love a phone call. I like ringing people. Because it's a little bit more personal than a text message.
If someone I know rings me, that's fine, I'll pick up. But I don't like having to make a call.
Yeah, but what if you're the person that someone else is receiving a phone call and they go, oh, I'm glad someone has rung me.
I didn't think about that before.
Yeah. I think like sometimes it's funny because you just kind of catch them off guard. Like you just ring someone to see how they are. And they're like, oh my days, what is wrong? Who is hurt? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Because we're so used to texting each other.
Yeah.
That when you ring someone, they're like, oh. And I'm just like, I just wanted to see how you were. And they're like, oh.
Yeah. Hangs up.
Actually, this can be done over email. So
Send a pigeon.
we did not need a call for this. But yeah, it's been a busy few weeks, hasn't it, James? Especially for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had your directing piece, haven't you?
Yeah, so I've slept well and peacefully
Well done, well
since. But yeah, a couple of weeks ago, when this episode releases, I would have sat in the theatre ready, well I was standing actually, watching the directing piece. So if you don't know, in third year on the Performing Arts track here at Regents, one of the modules we have to do is a directing module. And you choose a scripted piece that you would like to adapt and produce and direct. And you do it, basically.
You do it.
You do it. So my choice was Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare himself.
Good old Bill.
The Bard.
The Bard.
And yeah, it was...
I know
a
so
lot of
much
fun.
about Shakespeare. It's unreal.
Well...
It's unreal. I could name... We did this the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, should we do it again? Probably not.
No.
Bit boring.
Yeah.
James was like, I bet you can't name 10 Shakespeare plays.
And you did.
And I did.
You did do it.
Which was a surprise to everyone, including me.
Yeah.
One time, James was texting me over Christmas, and I was using ChatGPT to get facts about Shakespeare. I mean, don't look at me like that. I mean, it was all
Were you
off the
actually?
top.
I knew you didn't know Tempest was his last play. I knew it. I knew that. That's so frustrating.
I knew that The Tempest was one of his plays.
I was like, all right, if you know so much about Shakespeare, what was the last play he wrote?
Yeah, and I'm texting you on my
Instant The
phone,
Tempest.
and I'm like, what was Shakespeare's last play?
I don't believe that. I quit.
You're robbed.
I quit the podcast.
Robbed of my Shakespeare knowledge.
Yeah. But Much Ado About Nothing, top tier Shakespeare play.
Yeah.
And everyone involved, incredible job. If you happen to be watching the podcast, why would you not be watching the book?
True.
But yeah, amazing job. You did so well. And I would just love to do every single Shakespeare play with you.
They're just watching. They're just watching back their director.
Don't
Be like,
I was a good director.
they have to watch it back.
I've had
They've
great
been
feedback.
forced to watch this.
Great feedback.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. It was really good, and I enjoyed it, and I understood it.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I was going into it not knowing anything about the
Yeah.
play, but I was like, I hope I'm going to be able to understand it. And I did,
Yeah.
and it made a lot of sense, and I had a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm very proud.
That's a difficulty with Shakespeare because not many people can understand it really.
No, with all of the fancy words.
Yeah, but that's one intention of mine was to make sure people understood it, and so I'm glad that's a big feedback.
What do you think would happen if I wrote my Revelation 11 paper, but in the style of Shakespeare language? Who art thou, witnesses?
I don't know. Is David
Who
Johnson
are-
a fan of Shakespeare?
Who art thou, duo that prophesy? Speak thy tongue.
What can you tell us about your findings?
What can I tell us about of my findings?
Yeah.
I don't know, not a lot. I think I've read a lot of stuff. And basically, the question that I was trying to answer is the identity of the two witnesses and who they are.
Yeah.
And what's really helpful is that although it could be so many different things, really it boils down to three things.
Okay.
One, people that have already been.
Of course.
Two, people that are gonna come.
Yeah.
Or three, nobody. It's just symbolic. And that was a lovely little structure for my essay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, that makes so much more sense. Because there's one of three, and it could be a million different people to come. And it could be a load of different people who have been.
Yeah.
Or it could be symbolic of different things. And that took a lot of unpacking. But as a structure to start with, I was pretty solid on that. The actual content of my paper might be a load of rubbish, but at least it was structured well.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I don't know, I think after a lot of debating, I think that they are symbolic of the church. And the Spirit anointed prophetic witness of the church in conjunction with the movement of God and his judgment is what will ultimately lead people to, salvation and repentance.
Nice.
And that is the message that I got from Revelation 11.
That's cool.
But there is a load of other things. It could be a load of other people. And yeah, I don't know. I'm at the point where I've read it so many times that my brain's kind of fried. I reckon ask me in 3 weeks when it's all settled. And then maybe I'll have a better answer, even though I've just spent 5 weeks writing.
Yeah. How many, do you just have one more module after this?
No, I'm starting the one about the prophet. Oh, Old Testament prophetic literature.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm doing church and mission.
Okay.
And then I've also got my dissertation.
Big moves.
Big
What's
moves.
been your favourite module? Because we're coming to the end of our whole 3-year journey.
We are.
And I don't think there's a better time to... Because I've finished pretty much all my modules now.
Yeah, you've done what you want to
So
do.
it's a good time to reflect back and say, actually, that module I liked.
There was a church leadership one at the start of this year that was really good.
Cool.
Church leadership and management. I really enjoyed the Torah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to really enjoy the one that I'm about to do in Old Testament prophets. What else? I really like the biblical studies ones, like anything where it's just unpacking the Bible. I really like.
That's exciting.
So biblical interpretation was really good, and I'm so glad that it was after the first module. It was like the first module was like an introductory module,
Yes.
which was necessary. It was needed. And it was helpful. But by the time I got to the end of it, I was like, thank goodness that has gone. And now I'm getting into the Bible, and that was fun.
No, I get
that was
you.
good. I like that one. Trying to remember what else I've done. Oh, Pentecostal worship and practice was good. Enjoyed that. That was fun.
That's what the first years would have been doing this week.
That's
that
what
the
they're
podcast
starting.
comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Well, enjoyed that. Any first years that are watching?
Yeah, they're also the performing arts students are doing my favourite module
Which
this
one's
week,
that?
which is performance in the church.
Oh yeah.
Go from Greek performance to modern day, and it's good.
Shakespeare.
It's exciting.
He's back in again, old Bill.
Yeah, he always finds a way
Weaves his way in
to
there.
slip through the cracks.
Oh, slippery Bill.
Yeah, it's good.
Very cool. James, I had a question for you today.
Oh, I don't like questions.
No. It's a nice question.
Okay.
Or just a thought that I wanted to unpack a little bit.
Okay.
And that is, obviously here we are at the Sugarloaf
Here we are.
in our lovely new setting.
Yeah.
Well, it's not new actually now.
No, I feel we need to change it again.
We're off. No, in the Sugarloaf, the resident cafe here at college.
Yeah.
And I just had started thinking, coffee has become such a massive part of the culture, just in general, I think, just in the world, as it has been for a long time.
Everyone's after their coffee fix. For the
Yeah,
day.
true. But I also think that coffee is, I don't know what the right word is. It's not important, but it has become like an asset to the church.
An,
Do you know what I mean?
An almost necessity in a way.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't go as far as to say a necessity.
No, it's not.
Because obviously some places they wouldn't be able to provide.
No.
But yeah. Anyway, go on. Yeah.
So I think it's funny to look at how coffee impacts church ministry.
Nice.
Because, if you're going to meet up with someone, like in a pastoral sense, hey, do you want to meet for a coffee? Go for a chat. Go grab a coffee. And not, traditionally, maybe you're drinking coffee. Maybe you're not drinking coffee. Maybe you're drinking something else.
Yeah.
But
I love a good hot chocolate.
He loves a hot chocolate.
I'm a hot chocky boy.
Hearts and chockies, bro.
Hearts and chockies for Valentine's.
Valentine's Day, which was yesterday,
Yeah.
when a podcast should have come out.
It should have come out. We apologise.
We apologise.
But we just wanted some time to rest
on Valentine's
Day. Yeah, but we got one now.
We got one now, and so I always think it's funny that coffee makes such an impact, or maybe not such an. I mean, maybe I'm putting it higher than it ought to be. I'm not putting it higher than it ought to be. That's what I'm trying to say.
It would go under the umbrella of fellowship.
Yeah, definitely. And so I've thought of some fun names of a coffee shop. Because how many churches have started to, like, I don't know, maybe they've got a cafe, or
true.
maybe there's like a Christian-run cafe that people come in to sit for coffee, but you get chatting about the Bible and things like that. How exciting is that?
Yeah.
So I've got some names for some, here we go. Number 1, the Vine and Grind.
Nice.
Classic.
Good.
The
That's
Vine,
good.
Jesus,
Yes.
Grind,
Yeah.
coffee. But also resembles Rise and Grind. My favourite, Holy Grounds.
Holy Grounds is good.
Holy Grounds works so well on so many levels. Do you need me to explain it?
Do you need to take off your shoes when you enter in?
Oh,
That's
no,
a
that
good
would
question.
probably be against some sort of health and safety code.
Well, it depends. If someone's
Hygiene
got the
code.
thumbs up.
Hygiene code of a cafe.
Yeah, probably.
No toes.
I wouldn't like.
Although, how do you get past that? Surely, what if you're on the beach?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I know nothing about these.
No, I don't.
I love talking about things that we don't know anything about.
That's just the podcast. In
Make
general.
ourselves look stupid.
That's it.
Manna and mockers, or manna and matches.
I'm not a fan.
That's just a filler one.
It's a
Blessed and brewed.
Oh, I like Blessed and Brewed.
Blessed and brewed. Yeah.
It's hard to say, but I like
And holy chai, because a dirty chai is a chai latte but with espresso in. But I wasn't a fan of that. Holy chai.
Okay.
Sort of
What's a
going
chai?
for.
What's a chai?
Chai literally means tea in another
So
language.
you're just combining tea and coffee. Into
Well, when
some
you get
sort
a
of
chai-
Frankenstein. Of
When
a
you get
drink.
chai tea,
yeah,
you're literally just saying tea. I think it's Chinese, but I don't know. Chai.
classic us on the reading.
Classic
pod.
us, I don't know. But tea,
We just
China,
we don't
chai,
even research. We just speculate.
chai, no.
Chai slide.
Chai slide. That's what we're going to do. The chai slide.
Are we?
Yes.
That's how you have to have all your coffees delivered to you.
Yes. If you,
Little
from
dance.
now on, if you come into the Sugarloaf and I'm working and you order a chai latte, I will deliver it to you by doing the chai slide.
I have never seen one before.
Yeah,
and
well,
I will
now you've
order
got to go
one.
and order one.
Yeah, I'll give it away.
Oh, how lovely of you! How lovely of you! But coffee,
Yes.
I think, is important. And maybe it keeps you awake during a boring sermon.
Nice.
And it also, if you're holding a drink,
Yeah.
as such,
Yeah. Thank you for the demonstration. Thank
it makes you feel a little bit more safe.
you. Yes, it's your self-defense.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to scold someone with. No. I mean, if you don't really know what you're doing, you go into a place for the first time,
Yeah.
and you've never met anyone at the church, but you can go and get a drink. You go get a coffee.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting. Like, it's
I
okay.
suppose. Yeah.
And once you're holding a drink, I feel if you're at a function,
That word is horrible. It's
an
great.
event, a function,
Yes. Yeah.
that if you're holding a drink, and you have your hand in your pocket,
Yeah.
you're a little bit more, you know,
Casual about it.
everything's okay. And I don't have to, I don't feel weird where my hands are. Like sometimes, this is weird. Hands by your side, that's weird.
Yeah, true.
Much more sensible.
You're relaxed.
Yeah, I'm
You're-
relaxed. Yeah.
I mean, the
I think it
coffee
helps
might-
meeting people, like
Yeah?
going to get a coffee with someone else, pastoral chat over coffee.
Yeah.
It's just,
That is good.
it's not quite as intense,
No.
a bit more relaxed feel.
No, I agree.
I was going to ask you, can you see, sorry, I wrote it down because I needed to get the wording of the question right.
And you still got it right.
And I still got it
That's
wrong. What can you see the future bringing to a coffee and a chat? Can you see it changing? Like, my example was SpaceX trip and debate. You didn't really debate people. Do you think SpaceX is going to become public transport?
No.
Like the tube? You didn't really talk
No.
to people on the tube.
No, no.
What if it does?
I don't
What if
think
they
it
build a
would. I
tube
don't
to the
think it-
moon
it
or
would get
Mars?
to that point.
Didn't someone recently pay for the first trip or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. Current affairs news, that we are hot on that
We,
topic.
best believe we've.
Speaking of current affairs,
I haven't
Did-
answered your question yet.
what question? Oh yeah, about
Yeah,
please go on.
Okay. No. Here's my simple answer. I don't think it would change. I think it's been established. I think it's so rooted in this church culture now, especially in the West, particularly. And I can't see that changing. Maybe developing in some way. I'm sure more churches will get cafes and different things.
We'll get new drinks.
What drink would you invent?
What drink would I invent? I don't know. I feel like everything's been invented. Some sort of smoothie.
That is what a not inventor would say.
A non-inventor.
A non-inventor.
I don't know. How do you invent a drink?
You just throw some stuff together.
Yeah, so it's going to be some sort of blended smoothie. Huh?
Yeah.
Surely.
Surely everything's been
Soup.
blended. Right, well that's not a drink, is it?
Yeah, is soup a drink or
No.
a food?
Soup is not a drink.
Yeah, but you can drink it. Depends how viscous it is. What if you had a really viscous soup? That's a drink then. At that
No,
point.
but it's still like it's in a bowl.
If I gave you a soup, yeah, and it was that viscous,
That's
you-
still not a drink.
you'd be like, "Oh, this is a food," but you would drink it. You can't.
Yes, I would.
You can't eat that.
I would still consume it.
Yeah, you
I
would
think-
drink it.
Yes, I would drink it, but that
So
doesn't,
it's a drink.
But that doesn't make it a drink.
What percentage of viscosity does something have to be to make a soup a drink?
I don't
It's got to be quite close.
know because soup
Just so
soup in
blended.
itself. That's just a food.
Yes,
There's
it
no
is.
drink.
It is a food.
So as long as it's called a soup, it's a food.
All right.
If it's called something else,
A smoothie, a soupy, a smoop, a smoop, a smoothie soup.
I do. Don't want to order one of those. Who knows what will come?
Who knows?
Who knows? Anyway, yeah, you were saying about current affairs.
Current affairs,
Current
yes.
affairs, yeah.
The funniest thing that's happened this week, just a few days ago,
Yeah.
Donald Trump
Mm-hmm.
has basically
Prezi T.
I'm not repeating that. Donald Trump basically saw
Yeah.
that the Gulf of Mexico existed, this body of water,
Oh, yes.
and he was like, "I'm not having
Yeah.
that. I'm not having that. It is now called the Gulf of America." Because he was like, we don't want any representation of Mexico, and I want to call it the Gulf of America. So he did.
That's so interesting. I don't
So funny. He just changed it like that in a few days.
Crazy. And it had like a worldwide impact, like Google Maps and all
It's all
sorts,
gone.
just
It's all
changed
changed.
to-
I saw the Gulf.
Don't do that. Don't.
I thought that's gotta be American. We invented golf. Who are these Mexicans with their golf over there?
Right. This is horrible water right now.
I cannot do Trump impression.
You've made me so tempted to go for it, but I know I shouldn't.
You got any other impressions for us, James?
I'm not. I'm
Not an impressionist.
Not an impressionist, Ben. Just impressionable. Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. I can attempt a trump to match your trump. A top trump, if you will.
All right. Okay. Please.
Oh no, there's so much pressure. I feel the audience waiting now.
Yeah,
They're waiting
on the edge of their seat now.
And I'm gonna really disappoint them. I'm so sorry. Oh no. You start in
Oh,
your
hi,
flow
Donald.
state.
Hi, Donald. How are you? It's nice to meet you. I see that you've changed the name of the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes, I have.
Why have you done that?
Well, you see, I didn't like it, but this one I like a lot. A lot.
What is that? What's that about, Don?
Well, you see, I like golf. Until someone told me the other day that it's golf, not golf. And then I'm no longer interested. But what's done is done.
Oh, Donald,
A businessman like myself has done a deal.
Don a deal. I saw Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump, I saw the other day. I saw the other day that
I thought you were out of character for. Sorry, yes.
Mr. Trump.
Yes.
I also saw the other day that you have banned paper straws to bring plastic straws back.
I like plastic straws. that was the Monsters Inc. Roz character.
Wazowski. Wazowski.
Yeah, I like
What?
Don't do that. Sometimes, guys, I God. So, how in my explanation of a stutter did I stutter?
I don't know.
Sometimes I stutter in sentences. I don't mean to. It just happens sometimes. I don't even have a stutter. I just can't speak. And then everyone just makes fun of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like now.
I'm sorry, mate.
You don't mean that.
I do.
You don't mean that. You don't mean that at all.
Those paper straws. They melt in my mouth. I can't drink my...
American straws. Classic American straws.
I'm going to put the flag on all the straws.
Let's
Keep it rolling.
What other impressions can you do, Ben? Let's leave President Trump and his impressions aside.
What other
before
impressions
we get barred from America.
I don't know. I don't know what other impressions I can do. I think accents is where I'm a little bit better
What's your best accent? You can provide for us.
We did Scottish accents in the car the other day, didn't we? Hello, James.
Hello, Ben. This is terrible.
This is terrible.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Wow.
These poor people
To the
watching
remaining viewers.
watching the Regents fun. What has this become? What have we become?
A laughing stock.
We have. We're in our last few months here at Regents. What a journey it's been.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if people know the story of how the Regents Pod came to be.
Oh, should we tell them?
Should we tell them?
Oh,
I was meant to be
Yeah.
paying attention in a seminar.
and I was meant to be getting paid, so...
Getting paid? What, by me? By the Regents Pod? Have you not been getting paid this whole time?
Have you been getting paid?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like...
Okay. Well.
No, I was in I think it was a webinar in first year in around, November time. Mm-hmm. And I thought, wow, Regents doesn't have a podcast. I should probably do something about that.
Yeah.
Who do I want to do it with? Mr. James Hand himself, first person into my mind.
That's very nice that I was the first person.
And we had barely known each other. We were getting to know each other, but we hadn't been friends a long, long time.
I would only say we became friends in November.
Yeah.
So we'd been friends like a day, and you were like...
We went so long without being friends at the start of the year.
Which is crazy. So if you're a first year, or going to start a first year, don't worry about finding your friends straight away. I think this is particularly helpful for prospective students who would like to come to Regents. Don't worry about fitting in and finding all your people straight away.
So true.
Because it does take time, and you'll find them. They'll be there.
We're still not friends.
We are.
No, but it isn't.
No. And maybe you'll end up sharing a flat with them in your final year.
Like we are.
Because you grow so close.
Come on. Come on.
Not too close, but you grow close enough.
But it was really, it is weird thinking back.
Yeah.
And what was funny was this year when it came to like the kind of middle of November time, and all the first years were like being all pals and stuff with all their friends, and we were saying to them, me and James weren't even friends at this point in the first year, and they were like, "What? Like you guys are best friends?" I was like, "Well, we are now."
Yeah.
But we didn't really chat back then.
No, it's funny though because I have a picture of the first day because we went down into the grounds and we're stood next to each other in the picture. But I don't remember talking to you.
No, I don't remember talking to you. It's weird.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to speak to this.
Speak to this loser. But in November, I was like, let's start a podcast. Chat to James about it. Let's get the ball rolling. And we decided we wanted to do it, and we wanted to make a podcast where we spoke to people on site and chatted to them about their testimony and getting to know them, because we lived with them, but perhaps we didn't know so much about them. And we also wanted to share with anyone that thought about studying at Regents what it was like and what they could look forward to, and any tips and advice that we had.
Yeah, it was good.
And more people than just our mums watched the podcast, which was
surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah,
I mean, it's never been about how many people watch it, has it?
No, it's
Absolutely
the right
not.
people who watch it.
Oh, come on.
Like you.
Come on. That's so funny. I mean, originally, I actually just did think we'd have two viewers, and it would be my mum and your mum.
Yeah, but it's just been a lot of fun to do.
Has
Like,
been a
we're
lot of
episode 19 now.
Yeah.
Which is cool. We got the carpool karaoke that we did too.
That was good. We've got some other stuff coming up, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Looking to
if
film.
We can get them
For film. We can all get it
Logistically, it
sorted.
would work if we had the time for
Yes.
it. So be
It would.
excited for that.
We just need to be able to kind of get everybody in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Because we want to involve more people.
Yeah.
And get it sorted. But it's been fun.
Yeah.
Last year, we went down to only one video every other week, didn't we? We're trying to do one every week.
Yeah.
Which,
Be consistent to end the year.
Yeah, it's been good fun.
In a nice fun one.
it's been good fun.
Yeah. One thing that helped us in our friendship development was video games, I
True.
suppose. Yeah.
A little bit.
Not massively, but it's just good to have I mean, in first year, a lot of the time, I remember David playing a game.
Oh, yeah.
And he
That was
just
so
got so
funny.
invested, and he was freaking out. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I would say not avid's way too strong of a word, but we like a good video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you look for, Ben, in a video game? What draws you to
what
a
would
game?
I look for? Ooh.
What draws you to a game?
Well, I play quite a lot. I actually haven't played in months.
No, yeah, same.
Like, I don't think I've played
I don't
this
have
year.
my console here with me or anything.
I don't think I've played at college this year, this academic year.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I used to play a lot more, and like last year and stuff. I am horrendous at any sort of game that involves sports, anything like that. Like FIFA, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Like Rocket League, the cars and the football, terrible. Golf, terrible. Anything to do with basketball, terrible. Anything like that.
Oh, it's so fun. Golf with friends.
I
so fun.
I can't. I get so frustrated.
No, it's so
and I'm so
frustrating.
patient. I'm so patient
That's
in real life. But as soon as it comes to golf with friends, head loss.
all composure
Head
is
is
gone.
gone.
It's crazy.
So fuming. I like games. My favourite game ever is Assassin's Creed. And I love that game series. It's so cool. The history behind it all is so accurate. You know, Assassin's Creed Unity, the one that's set in France.
Yeah.
They used the blueprints that Ubisoft had to the Notre Dame to rebuild it when
Oh, wow.
when it was set on
I
fire.
didn't know that.
Did you not?
No, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, so Notre Dame was set on fire,
Yes,
and parts of it
yeah.
had burnt down, and they contacted Ubisoft, who had intricately remade the Notre Dame in the video
Yes,
game,
yeah.
and all the blueprints that they used
That's
to create it, they used it
impressive.
to rebuild it,
That's really impressive.
and things like that. Yeah, I remember I went to
Wow.
Italy in 2018, and we were walking around Rome, and obviously one of the games was set in Rome, and so I just knew where I was going.
That's
Which is crazy that I
That is cool.
can fly
Just,
across the world
tour. Yeah.
and then just walk around a city that I've never been in before because I've played the game. And we went to this like castle or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's going to be a staircase around this corner. And then we go around the corner, there's a staircase. And I'm like, oh, there's going to be a long corridor here. And then I should know
That's
the
cool.
architecture of these buildings. And like
That's very cool.
all the stuff a couple episodes ago that we spoke about, mythology and all that stuff, those games are just have so much of that kind of stuff in. And yeah, I've really enjoyed that game series. That's probably my favourite one, just because of the history of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. I was able to, from Assassin's Creed Odyssey, going back to talking about performance in the church, I was able to use some of that knowledge that I got from that, because they try to be quite historically accurate with a lot of what they do. And so I was just using that to like, oh yeah, I know about that in Greece and stuff like that, all these different...
So funny, isn't it?
It is
Do you know what's
fun,
really
yeah.
crazy? We spoke about this the other day. There's a game called Ratchet and Clank.
Yes.
Yeah. I learned how to swim because of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was playing it one day, and then we went swimming,
Yeah.
and I just copied what I had seen the character in the game do, and I just swam. My mum was like, "How have you just learnt how to swim? Like, we've not taught you how to swim
really
yet."
good.
I was like, "I was just doing what the character in the game did,
That's fun.
and I could just swim." How crazy is that?
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's the skill sort of.
The more you know.
From an animated character.
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
game. That is very cool. Over the summer, I like Assassin's Creed and like Uncharted series, great game series. Red Dead Redemption 2, probably my favourite game of all time, but also the slower paced games I quite enjoy. I was telling you over the summer, I don't know if I actually want to admit this on the podcast. People might see me in a different light. I don't know about that. I don't know what it says about me, but over the summer, I played this game called Planet Zoo. And basically, you just build a zoo and you make enclosures for all these animals.
I played it as well.
It's great. I actually really love it.
Yeah.
I didn't progress far, but quality over quantity.
Yeah, you just have a good time.
Had my gorillas. They were chilling. I shouldn't have brought that up. That's embarrassing. But
No, it's fun though.
yeah, it is good. It's good fun. Have you heard of Gate Zero?
No.
Okay, well, good.
Thank goodness.
Let me tell you about it. So there is a game studio called Bible X, and they're a Norwegian game studio. They're part of, I wrote down somewhere, BCC Media, which is like a non-profit Christian media organization. And basically, they've been developing this game where it's like set in like 2070 something, but then you make like a time machine and go back to the time of Jesus. So you like travel around Jerusalem, Capernaum,
Really?
different things like that. And it's in like a similar style to Assassin's Creed without the assassinating type stuff.
Yes, well, the vibe.
And it looks really good, to be honest.
That's quite
like,
cool.
For quite a not high budget, like not a Ubisoft or anything like that company to make something like that. It's really cool.
That is very cool.
And yeah, you see like different game clips and stuff. It comes up on
Can
my
you play
Instagram.
it now?
I don't know.
They're still developing it.
There's a YouTuber called FGTV,
Right.
and I've seen that. I don't watch the guy, but on their Instagram, he was like game testing it and like
that's
going
quite
through
interesting.
some stuff. Like,
I'd definitely give that a go.
yeah,
Be
it's very
interesting.
cool. If the company is what they're not.
We do this every episode, as if some like famous people are watching the podcast.
No, but if people clip this bit, right, clip from here. If you send this to Bible X and you say, look, we're a podcast from a Bible college,
a theological
college, we'd be down to partner.
We would.
We don't have the jurisdiction to partner, but
We have
like,
no authority.
But like,
just to let everybody
even just
know.
a little test, we can like play it.
Yeah.
And share
Give
it.
it some publicity.
Yeah.
Share it with the students at the Bible
I think
college.
a lot of students would be interested in something like that.
Do you know what I was thinking? Also, back to Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The geography skills that it's given me,
Yeah.
next
fair.
level.
Fair.
Like, my knowledge of geography of those places that I've been in the games, like I was saying about
very
Rome,
impressive, yeah.
so cool. Earlier today, I was saying my geography of the Middle East is not as good as I want it to be.
Right.
Like, I know where the countries are, sure.
Yeah.
I cannot see in my head quite the like the historic areas, territories, because there's been so over time in that one area,
Lots of change.
so much change. This area was called this, and then it changed to be a little bit bigger, and it was called this. But then it was like this, and obviously there's loads of issues with that at the minute. But just in general, that whole area of the Middle East, I've struggled with that. If there was a Bible video game
Yeah.
where you could run around the Middle
Yeah.
East and discover different places and
Yeah.
learn what the places were called, I mean, that's educational. I think that would be great.
It is cool. It'd
It'd be tricky to do,
interesting.
but
Yeah.
that'd be really
So,
cool.
From that, I had a few questions that we could sort of discuss and talk about. We might have quick, simple answers, but it's good to think about. So, is this the next way to evangelize to a new generation and even to older generations who still play games
Yeah.
and want to? Is this the new way forward? Because we've had films,
Sure.
we've had TV shows which depict biblical stories or
Yeah.
things like that. Are games the way forward? Because this is something new that hasn't really come about before.
I don't know. I think it's
Yeah.
not. I wouldn't say it's something that should be relied on,
Yes,
but I
yeah.
think it's something that if you got it, give it a go.
Yeah,
Might as well have another way.
yeah,
Draw in more people.
yeah, exactly.
Get that education going. Speak to people about it. Create something that is a talking point and
Yeah.
something that's not just that, but it's enjoyable as well.
Yes.
Like a
yeah,
get a
that's
video
true.
game, something that's going to be enjoyable that people want to play.
Yeah,
and-
that
and it-
sucks you into this
Yeah,
world.
like an evangelism
Yeah.
point. That's great because
Yeah.
people like we would want to play it
Mm.
simply because of our faith and our beliefs. But other
Yeah.
people might play it for the opposite reason.
Yeah. You know, if it's a really good game,
Yeah,
people might
maybe it's just a
wanna
good
play
game.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
I
yeah.
think so.
Yeah. With that, you have to worry a little bit about how accurate it is
True.
to Scripture.
True.
You know.
That would be an
That
issue.
would have to be tested against. to
Yeah.
see.
So they should send it to a Bible college.
Yeah.
Like
so,
us,
so we can
where
assess it
the
for them.
theological experts
Yeah,
at this table.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me and you.
Yeah. What don't we know? Everything.
A lot.
Literally everything.
Yeah. Also, another question. Can they depict strong themes of violence? Because throughout the Bible, there's obviously acts of violence that happen. Can they depict that? Would it glorify the violence? Because, like, you have David and Goliath, quite
Yeah.
a classic one to go to.
Yeah.
As a kid, you'd be told the story and whatnot. They usually leave out the beheading of Goliath afterwards in a kid's story.
Yeah.
If this game or any other games are directed towards children, would they include something like that?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Let's speak to Peggy. Peggy 3. You know what I mean? Peggy 18.
No one has ever said that. Speak to Peggy.
No, because the thing is, like, let's say they made it like
Yes.
a Peggy 3,
Yeah.
then obviously not.
No.
But if they were wanting to be accurate, I suppose,
Yeah.
then to some extent, maybe it pushes it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And you include it because it's real, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, you remember, who's that flipping director that did the crucifixion, the Passion of the Christ?
Mel Gibson.
You Mel Gibson, yeah.
Yeah.
Where, like, depicting the crucifixion. Like, that was a horrible scene. Like, as in how graphic it was. But that's not as graphic as it would have been
Yes. Yeah. It's still
at the time.
toned down.
That's still toned down.
Yeah.
Like, and that's still, everyone's like, whoa, that's a crazy depiction of what's happened. That's not even as bad as it actually was.
Yeah. It's
Like,
true.
his intestines were hanging out. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's wild.
And then you're not going to put that in the game
No. No.
because there's no need for that. But
That's true. Yeah.
to some extent, you have to show the violent side
Yeah.
because I think that's a theme that runs throughout both the Old and the New Testament in some ways, and the persecution of what people faced and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Is you have to be honest about it.
Yeah.
But again, if it's a children's game,
Yeah.
then the way that they do that would be different.
Yeah, and they'd be aware of that because they know
Of
the
course.
target audience. That would be one
Peggy's
of the
not
first
letting them.
things.
Peggy
No,
7.
yeah. It also depends on what, as a character and playing as the character, what you can do in the game. Because, you know, if you don't have to fight and kill people, then
Then don't.
that's irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Final question around that. Can biblical video games strengthen faith? Or do they risk turning serious topics into mere entertainment?
Ooh.
Beefy one.
Biblical video games strengthen faith.
Yeah.
I think the issue is misrepresenting.
Yeah, I think exposure is the better word. It
Yeah,
exposes people
it exposes
to more
people
biblical ideas and themes and stories.
I think it'd be easily missold or
Yeah.
like misrepresenting what we believe Scripture
Yes. Yeah.
to be showing us and the message of it. I think that would be very easily done in the small nuances of what the game shows. I think it'd be very difficult to do that. But like you say, the exposure to biblical narratives and stories and parables and things like that. That's a great evangelism tool, like you say, to just first grasp it. But then what you want to do is follow it up with, well, what does the Bible actually say? Because you could soon place the video game above reading the scriptures, which is obviously
That's true.
not good. I think that, yeah, guys, let's just turn to Matthew 6. Okay.
Yeah,
It's just
no,
like,
I get you.
do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the tricky thing. But I don't know, I'm not designing it.
No,
we got that in mind.
got on the loading screen, it's just a Bible verse that changes.
The Bible, loading screen.
No, it's a really cool idea. And, you know, hopefully...
Loading screen is just the creation story. Just creating the world.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I do hope that this game that they're developing can bless people and that, you know, people will have some of their faith strengthened through it. That would be good. Well, speaking of games, we have a game.
We have a game. Okay.
We have a little game.
I'm ready.
I'm going to record my screen so that our YouTube viewers can see what we're looking at.
Oh, right, okay.
Although I'm probably just going to keep my computer here, but it'll be okay for you, don't worry.
You guys have special privileges that I don't get.
No, yeah.
I don't get to see the
You'll
screen.
have to watch the final thing. So I've
got to watch it back. I'm literally sat here now. I've got to watch this back.
Okay, so I'm going to start recording. So this is going to be a round of 16 tournament bracket.
Oh, okay.
With video game characters.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to sort of line them up.
Oh, right. I get it now.
And
head to head.
Head to head.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So let's have a look. So round one.
Yeah.
We have Professor Oak from Pokemon. It's like Pokemon Professor.
All right.
Are you into Pokemon or no?
No.
Fair?
No. Played one game. I don't remember. Oh, what I do remember is it was a second-hand game that I got, and I couldn't rename my Pokemon because some boy before me had obviously played. So I just had a Pokemon called Aaron. I was like, I thought that's what the Pokemon was called.
Really?
I was like, why can't I change its name?
It must be called Aaron.
It must be called Aaron. Yeah, I just played the whole game with Pokemon called Aaron.
That's actually so funny. It doesn't matter who Professor Oak is because I actually don't think he's winning this.
Okay, who's it?
He's up against Ezio from Assassin's
Oh,
Creed.
Ezio, 100%.
He does
100%.
win. He does win. So I need to write down Ezio. There
He
we
win.
go.
He's so cool. He's so cool. So cool.
His suit is amazing. Like a whole get-up.
In every game, he's got a different one. It's so cool.
Nathan Drake
Yeah.
from Uncharted Games versus Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, I mean, Sonic's iconic.
Sonic is iconic.
But Nathan Drake's cool.
Yeah.
And I like the Uncharted games. Going with Nathan Drake.
All right. Good.
He
You can
is
also
cool.
play along at home to let us know who you would choose.
Who wins the bracket?
Yeah. Right. We have Master Chief
Oh,
from
yeah.
Halo
From
games
Halo, yeah.
against Arthur Morgan.
Oh,
I think it goes to Master Chief.
really?
Yeah. But
I'm not bothered about the Halo games. I've played
I
them.
think
I've got to give it to Arthur Morgan for me.
Really?
Yeah, because he's just such an iconic character, and he's a cowboy. Master Chief's kind of boring.
Yeah, but he's also like in a fight.
No,
He'll overthrow Arthur Morgan.
are they fighting?
I assume.
Is that what we're doing?
So.
I thought it was just which one we liked the most.
Well, it is. But if they were to battle,
I still think Arthur Morgan.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer Arthur Morgan, so I'm going to put him.
He's cool. Dutch.
Okay, next one, Pac-Man against Ratchet, which we already have mentioned. Ratchet.
Yeah, he taught me to swim.
So
It's got to be Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank.
yeah. Pac-Man just tells you how to eat. Next, Lara Croft.
Oh, they're good games. Tomb Raider's so cool.
I've never
Raider's so
played
cool.
Tomb Raider,
Really?
actually, yeah.
Tomb Raider's so cool. It's like Yeah, I really like it because it's puzzles as well. I really like
Yes,
puzzle games.
yeah.
Puzzle games, I'm a big fan.
That's cool.
Big
That's
fan
good.
of puzzle games. Like Tomb Raider's top of the list.
Cool. Well, Agent 47 is her
Oh.
competition.
From Hitman.
Yeah.
No, I'm choosing Lara Croft.
Fair.
She's cool.
Cool. Right. Captain Price from the Call of Duty games
Oh yeah.
up against Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I do like Mortal Kombat.
Mm.
I'm good at those games.
You're freakishly good at those games.
Captain Price is iconic though. I don't know. You can choose on this one.
Oh, why do I have to choose?
Go on. Sub-Zero, just because I played it more.
Okay.
Have I played it more? I don't know.
We'll give it. Right. Mario. Iconic character.
It's, I mean...
Against Cassandra, another Assassin's Creed. I ran out of ideas.
no, Mario. Luigi,
Right.
it's me,
And-
Mario.
Final one of round one, Zelda against Spyro the Dragon.
Spyro the Dragon.
I
Spyro
agree
the Dragon's
with you
cool.
there.
I've never played The Legend of Zelda.
I've never played it either. Right, okay, we're in round two now.
Come on,
things
let's
are
go.
heating
Let's
up.
go.
We've got Ezio or Nathan Drake.
Ezio.
Okay.
He's going to win the whole thing. He's going to win the whole thing.
Arthur Morgan or Ratchet.
For me, it's got to be Ratchet.
Really?
Yeah, it does. It does. No, because
The little orange fox
He's
creature.
yellow.
He's orange.
He's yellow.
He's orange.
He's yellow.
He's orange.
He is yellow.
He
Have you
don't-
got a picture of him on the screen?
No, but I'm going to get a picture.
Have you got a picture on the screen for the viewers? He's yellow. And don't just pick an orange picture. Pick a
No,
good
he's-
picture. But I played so many of those games. That was my childhood. I can't choose Alpha Morgan over Ratchet. It's not fair. It has to be him. I grew up with it. Do you know what I mean? What more can you do?
I'll give you Ratchet.
And he's yellow. And he's just looked, seen that he's yellow, stayed quiet. Yeah. Next.
He's yellow. Lara Croft or Sub-Zero?
Lara Croft. Lara Croft.
Mario or Spyro the Dragon?
Oh. Mario.
Probably Mario.
Because, you know, let me tell you, Mario, what can't he do?
Yeah.
Like,
he can
he's
fix
racing,
toilets.
he's a plumber,
Yeah.
he's fighting lizard dragons. He's also won the Olympics
Yeah.
against a really quick
Great
hedgehog.
games.
Do you know what I mean?
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Yeah, he's like playing volleyball
Amazing. Ezio or Ratchet?
and Ezio. Ezio's got to win.
Lara Croft, Mario.
Lara Croft.
It's Mario.
Yeah.
He can
Yeah, but the
drive
Tomb Raider
rings
games are so much fun. And they took me such a long time to play through them. Well, not like a load of time. But like if I got stuck on a part of the game,
Yeah.
I would not Google it most
You,
of the time.
you just have to
I just
lock
okay.
in.
I know that there's an answer. I just got to figure it out, and that's fun
Fair.
for me. I like it. But also, there's the like exciting thrill of making your way through a jungle,
Yeah.
and then you spend 45 minutes trying to figure out how to get past a rock. Do you know what I mean? Like there's both
Yeah.
in that game,
Yeah, yeah.
and I like that.
No, that's fair.
And then Ezio wins against. he's just
Fair
Which is
enough.
my
So he's
favourite.
our tournament winner.
come on.
That's, yeah. Fair. Well, that was good.
That was good. That was fun.
Very fun. Great. Awesome. Well,
Awesome.
that's the game done.
That's the game
So,
done.
Well done.
Well, I think that brings us to the
Yeah.
to the end of our
Nice-
podcast.
Nice closing game
Yeah.
to finish.
Yeah, I've had a great time.
I've had a good time.
Thanks for listening in,
It's been
guys.
chill.
We appreciate you, and we hope that you're enjoying the podcast and enjoying them being a little bit more regular. We're having fun recording them, and hopefully we've got some bigger things coming
Bigger,
in the
exciting,
next few weeks.
major people involvement.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
That would be good.
So that would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
same as always. Like, share, send this to your family group chat, and get them watching it. They'll enjoy it.
They
I'm
will.
sure. But shall I pray and then we'll just
Yeah,
then we'll
sure.
close? Yeah, Father, thank you that we can just come and sit and chat and fellowship, Lord, and have fun and chat about you and chat about each other and everything in between, Father. Just bless this time, we pray, and everyone listening in, pray that they would have an amazing week, whatever they are doing. Just bless them, we pray. Amen.
Oh, man. Thank you very much. Goodbye.